OCD can be physical, like washing hands again and again, checking doors again and again, or it can happen inside the mind, like replaying memories or praying repeatedly, checking feelings, or asking someone again and again, is everything okay? For a few minutes, the anxiety reduces, but after some time, the same doubt comes back again. This is how OCD traps a person. There are many types of OCD. In this video, let's understand 7 common types. But please don't use this to diagnose yourself. Use this only to understand if the silent battle you are fighting needs professional help.
Hi, I'm Gayatri Arvind, founder of Abhasa Rehab and Wellness. We offer residential rehabilitation for people struggling with addiction, mental health disorders, eating disorders, and chronic conditions. Over the past 6 years, we have helped over thousands of people reclaim their lives through personalized care. Through this channel, we share practical wisdom to empower your mental health.
Let's see the first type, contamination OCD. This is the type most people know. Here, the person has intense fear around germs, dirt, bodily fluids, and public spaces. But the real issue is not cleanliness. The real issue is the fear that comes after it. When they touch something, they wash their hands again and again out of fear. But even after washing, their mind says, what if it is still dirty? What if I touched something unsafe? What if something bad happens because of this? So they will continue washing again and again, even if it hurts their skin. The second type is checking OCD. This looks like checking the door lock again and again, or checking the gas stove, emails, or messages. In this case, they know the door is locked, the gas is not leaking, but their brain doesn't feel satisfied after checking once. They lock the door and walk away, but immediately mind says, what if I didn't lock it properly? What if I forgot? What if something happens because of me? So they go back and check. For a few minutes, they may feel relaxed, but slowly the brain starts asking more and more checking. Third, harm OCD. This is one of the most misunderstood types. In harm OCD, the person gets sudden scary thoughts or images about hurting someone, hurting themselves, or doing something against their values. And the person gets scared by their own thoughts. Not because they are dangerous, but because the thought is completely opposite to who they are. For example, a loving mother may suddenly get a scary thought about harming her own child, and immediately she thinks, how can I even think like this? Does this mean I'm a bad person? What if I lose control? So she may start avoiding knives, avoiding balconies, avoid being alone with the child. Fourth type is purely obsessional OCD. In purely obsessional OCD, the compulsions are mostly inside the mind. From outside, the person may look calm, but inside they are tired. They keep replaying conversation, keep checking their feelings, or keep arguing with their own thoughts. They try to prove to themselves they are a good person. For example, after one conversation, they may keep thinking, did I say something wrong? Did I hurt them? Am I a bad person? Because nobody can see these mental rituals. Many people spend years thinking, maybe I'm just an overthinker. The next type is relationship OCD. Here, OCD attaches itself to love. The person keeps asking, do I really love them? What if I am lying to myself? What if this relationship is wrong? What if I should leave? Of course, doubts can come in any relationship, but in relationship OCD, the doubt doesn't stop. The person keeps checking their feelings. Do I feel loved now? Do I feel happy when they call? Why didn't I miss them today? They may also keep asking friends, family for reassurance, but more they check, the more confused they feel. The next type is religious OCD. This is also called scrupulosity. Here, OCD attaches itself to faith, morality, or sin. The person may worry, what if I offended God? What if I prayed wrongly? What if I had a bad thought during a prayer? What if I did something sinful? They may repeat the prayers again and again, confess again and again, or keep checking their intentions in their mind. Healthy faith usually brings peace, But this kind of OCD brings fear, guilt, or never ending doubts. The last type is real event OCD. This type can be very painful because it attaches itself to something that actually happened. Maybe a past mistake, a moment of anger, an embarrassing conversation, or something a person regrets. Most people regret a mistake and slowly move on, but real event OCD keeps bringing the same memory back. The person keeps thinking, what if this proves I am a terrible person? What if people find out? What if I don't deserve to be happy? They replay the memory, they confess, they punish themselves mentally, but still the mind doesn't feel relieved for long. So here, the most important thing is to understand OCD does not care about that topic. It attacks what matters most to you. If safety matters to you, OCD attacks safety. If love matters to you, OCD may attack your relationship. If faith matters to you, OCD may attack your spirituality. If being a good person matters to you, OCD may attack your character. Two people with OCD can look completely different from outside, but inside the cycle is the same. A disturbing thought comes, anxiety rises, the person does something to feel better, they feel better for a few minutes, and the doubt comes back stronger. If these patterns feel familiar, if they take a lot of your time, if they disturb your peace, or if they affect your daily life, please speak to a mental health professional, because OCD can sometimes look like a trauma or general anxiety. So don't self-diagnose, but also don't ignore it. The fear you have been silently fighting may finally have a name. You're not crazy. You're not dangerous. You're not your thoughts. With the right care and therapy, OCD can be managed. You can slowly learn to step out of this cycle.